Life is this. I like this.
Alright, what's going on? Another day. So I'm gonna try and see anyways. I'm really new to these videos and everything, but my plan anyways is to start trying to structure the beginning at least better. Have the dust. Why? I just spit on my car. Okay, I'm gonna try and structure my videos a bit better by throughout the week or throughout the days. If I have ideas come to my mind, I'm gonna jot them down in my notes in my phone. So then at the beginning of my video, I'll try and have something to actually discuss, right? So the first thing I'm gonna talk about today, once I take my pre-workout, is rope attachments and why I don't like rope attachments. So I'm gonna take this back. I got some Dreamsicle today. This used to be my favorite. I'm pretty sure I explained in another video. Sometimes it's super orange, like so good, nice and sweet, like you're drinking a creamsicle. And then other times it's like a tonic water, like they forgot the orange, or it's the end of the batch, or I don't know what, but it's missing something. I'm like, so I moved to white gummy bear, and so far every can just smashes. It's so good. Smashes. I'm gonna take this back. I don't know if it's just this one. Like, who made this? Is this Seth Feroce or whatever my buddy was telling me about? 7th Gear? I don't know. The flavors suck. Whoever made this one, horrible. So I mix it with rain, and the rain kind of takes it over, but sometimes the flavor breaks through a bit, and yeah, but I don't know if it's that one only that just chokes the hell out of me, and once I'm done with this one, get a new one, and maybe I won't be dying so much when the powders fly into the air and, you know, I inhale them, but we'll see. So let me get backing up. Gotta make sure I don't kill nobody. So I'm in the complex, lots of dogs and people walking their babies and little children running around. You never know. Oh, there's little guys right there. I'm almost killing people. All right. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, so rope attachments. Why I don't like rope attachments. Now there's maybe, I'm not going to say maybe, there is one or two movements I do like for rope attachments, but they're very small, and you may actually see me perform them at some point in the future. But rope attachments to me just suck on the grip. You got these, I don't know what they're like, black wieners, you know what I mean? You're gripping two big old black wieners, and they're just freaking kinking into my pinkies, and I'm like, well, what the hell? And I'm focused on squeezing on this thing instead of my movement now, and as the weight's going up, it's driving harder into my pinkies, crushing my pinkies, and I'm like, So I don't like that. Why not just get like these handle attachments, you know, just a nice regular handle that has your tether attachment to it, or I don't know what it would be called, a lanyard or whatnot, right? But you can get ones that are quite a bit longer, right? You can do pretty much any single movement with those. So why not use something where your grip is not going to be hurt, and now your grip is more solid, so you can just focus on a clean movement, right? You can do that with face pulls. You can do that with rows, straight arm pull downs, right? I showed yesterday how I don't like to use the rope attachment for stomach crunches. I think that's a fad that most people don't really experiment on their own. They see someone else using the rope attachment for it, so they'll use it themselves, where I prefer a sturdy handle that I can just grip, tuck in, and now just focus on squeezing through my stomach, right? Again, not focus on my pinky being destroyed from that grip. But you can do everything with them. And then a lot of movements you do with, like, if you see someone doing a row with the rope attachment, it's like, why are you using the rope attachment for a row, bro? Like, you're getting no extra benefit out of that rope. Unless you're specifically trying to train like a grip style, or, you know, strengthen your pinky so you can pinky chop a freaking bottle, I don't know, right? But you're gonna get a lot more benefit out of using two handles that have that longer tether lanyard attachment or whatever, and shorten it as you need, or use whatever length you need. And then you're gonna get a better grow from a bar. If you're using it for like a row variation, just use a bar. you're more solid, you're more sturdy. That's what you want to be through a lot of your movements. You want to be solid and sturdy and not worrying about your grip or anything, because you're just going to have a better overall grip, stronger, more connection in the movement. That's what you're looking for every movement, right? Now, unless you're a power lifter, powerlifters are focused on just really getting that weight up. It doesn't matter how. I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter how, but most of the time, as long as you get that weight up with somewhat good form, you don't hurt yourself, you've done a completed lift. Bodybuilding, you're focusing on that muscle, where the rope, I find, just completely takes away from that. Completely takes away from that. So use your handles if you have the choice. If you're doing face pulls, just use 2 handles, right? You're gonna need, you can't just have the steel ones that just have like a little hook on them now, because there's no give to them, right? But you're gonna need the ones that do have the little rope attachment to them per se, but it has a handle on it now, right? You're gonna have a way better grip, and believe me, you're gonna have a way better connection all in all through that movement. You're probably gonna be able to put more weight on it now, if that's so your call, right? You're gonna be able to hold a lighter weight for longer because you're not worried about your hand being destroyed or your grip slipping, right? It's just way better overall. Oh, this one's actually really nice. This is a very creamsicle-y, orangey one. Very nice. But yeah, that's my little bit of a rant on rope attachments. I really don't see a big benefit to them at all. Now again, there are a few movements I could see you using for them, and I'll probably demonstrate that later in the future, but not today, because today is quad day. We're gonna be hitting some quads and triceps. Thinking my plan is to overload on a machine, right? And then afterwards I'll branch into a squat, probably do my activations. I'm gonna see if I can get a hack squat. If I can't get a hack squat, we'll go to a leg press. And then after those, then I think I'll do my squats, focusing more on a squeeze and controlled motion instead of so much loading the weight today, right? I'm gonna focus on loading my weight on my machine, where I'm solidified, you know, sturdy. Like I have a nice solid foundation. I can't, you know, shake back and forth. I can consistently drive in my motion and push that even harder through failure than I would be able to with squat. You can take squats very close to failure, but I find eventually there's a point, it's just like you're down and you're down, where a machine is kind of like, okay, you can just focus on that drive. But yeah, you've seen me take squats to failure too, so yeah, I don't know. Alright, I'm almost at the gym. I'm gonna drink a bit more get a song rocking, and I will see you there. Okay, usually I show my activation sets and my starter, but I'm not going to. You kind of get the idea. They usually last anywhere from 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes, and I do some talking in between, but I find it's just a useless point of the video. All I'm doing is going to be do 3 sets today, starting at 120 on the leg extensions, aiming for 20 reps, hard contractions, control the eccentric motion, and every set I'm going to add 10 pounds, right? About a 2-minute break in between, and afterwards I'm going to be going hopefully to a hack squat or a leg press if one's available, and we'll be going heavy on those, controlling the eccentric motion, not really focus on concentric as much for the next ones. But I won't be recording these, and I'll skip right into the heavier lifts. Yeah. Okay, 3 sets of activations done. Start at 120, ended at 140, increasing 10 pounds every set on the leg extensions. Took a little breather, and now I just finished my warm-up on the hack squats. All the squat racks were taken, but that worked out perfect today because this is what I was looking for. So I'm focusing on eccentric motions here. I'm not so much focusing on the concentric, but of course you still got to get the weight up, right? We're focusing on a good 2-3 second eccentric, driving up, no pause at the top or the bottom. Depending how these sets go, I will be pyramiding up every single set as possible to try and hit that 10 rep range. Minimum is 6. If I drop below 6, I'll either drop weight or sets will stop. We're going for 3 sets here. that's exactly what I was looking for. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing as big of jumps as I was wanted. Whew. I'm stumbling my words, there's no blood in my head. Oh, let me catch a breather. Yeah, I was gonna put a 25er on there, but I may just increase small today, like maybe 15 per side, maybe even 10 per side. Keep those fluid, keep driving, keep the eccentric motion going, just trying to push that pain threshold barrier. So about a 3-minute break, trying to let that heart calm down, and then we get into the next one. Goals 10, trying to keep them as fluid as possible again. No pause, top or bottom, eccentric motion, and not really focusing on the concentric, but still trying to get that squeeze, right, no matter what. Yeah, a little breather. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh. Keeping those fluid. Gonna pyramid up one more time for my last set. A 3-ish minute breather. What we get. But those are good. The reason I'm increasing that weight, again, instead of just sticking with the 3 plates per side, is because I know I can easily hit 3, and all I'm trying to do is keep that time under tension, fluid, and then just increase that pain barrier threshold, right? Try and get a little more tearing. Oh. But going up, add an extra 10 per side, and then I'll, yeah, hit that after my 3-ish minute break, just trying to let the heart calm down. You want the muscles to fatigue before your heart does, right? All right. I should have paused at the bottom there. Oh, that was, yeah. Pause at the bottom instead of the top. That was bad. There's no way I was getting another rep after that one. Holy shit. Oh. Felt like my legs definitely tearing on that pause. I just needed a breather, but I should have stopped at the bottom. Ooh. That was good though. That's definitely failure. I call it failure anyways. I would have got one more eccentric maybe, but it would have been right down. So close to or failure is good with me. Oh, just a little breather. Gotta wipe the machine down. And I forget what I'm doing for the next one. Might focus on something more like a stretch for this one. Could be like a Cossack or something.
I don't know. Find out. Maybe I'll do like a single leg leg press. But yeah, I'll figure that out. And I guess we'll see it in the next one. Alarm's going off, so we'll take a breather. Yeah. Okay. Decided to go into the Cossack squats like I explained in the last slide. I don't even know what you call it. But I'm gonna be doing heavier today. I don't know how heavy I can go. I've never really gone heavier than the 70 or 75 pounds at the gym in Woodstock. I'm now at the gym in Aurelia for the weekend anyways. So I decided to go barbell. We got more racks, we got a little more room here, so I got a little more free range, which is what I like. We got heavier dumbbells here too in the black room. They go up to hundreds. But we're gonna see what we can push up to. The goal is 10 per side. We're gonna be driving that leg out to get a stretch in the glute, but then targeting more in the quad as we're driving back into the contraction of the motion. Yeah, all right, let's get the first one. Got heavy in 70, like I said. It's 14. Okay, yeah, definitely harder than 70 pounds, 75 pounds. Whew. I don't even know what my form looks like. I feel like it was sloppy. I'll rewatch it, but no matter what, I'll be posting that clip. Oh, I don't think I'm going up. I thought I was. Those are hard. If anything, I may draw back just to try and get a little more of a stretch and try and create that contraction in the quad just a little bit more. But we'll see, you never know. I'm not gonna record the next because that just becomes a little monotonous, right? You know what I'm doing. The goal is the same, 10 per side. Yeah, 2-ish up to 3-minute break if we need it. Let that heart calm down. And then hit the next one, right? And then same thing, same break, hit the next one. Adjust weight as necessary to hit that 10 per side or 20 reps. All right, I'll see you at the next one, which will probably be going into triceps. This will be the last leg, or no, calves. I keep skipping calves, so calves. Just went to get water, but I guess the universe had something else in mind. I got one of these things, same number as the water. You know, everything happens for a reason, so I guess I'm meant to have electrolytes and vitamins. Yeah, stay hydrated. Next set though, and I'm still doing my Cossacks, but yeah, 2 more of those still to go. Just thought I'd get one of these. Need to stay hydrated, right? And yeah, see you in the next one. Oh. Okay. Finally hitting calves. I've been skipping them way too long. It's really no excuse, but most of the gyms I go to don't have a seated calf raise. I should be makeshifting something, but I'm making excuses. It is a muscle I need to work on, right? If you want to grow the muscle, you have to target the muscle to grow the muscle. Essentially give it that stimulus for growth. So I like to do high reps here, hard contractions, controlling the eccentric motion. Once you fatigue and you can no longer really control the motion, you're gonna pump them out and just keep driving blood the best that you can, right? So I aim for, again, high reps, 20 minimum, up to 30s. I'll probably be doing 4 sets here. So this will be the first set. I'm just gonna adjust the camera. And I'll only be recording one of these. Let's get the idea from the first one. I don't know, I think it got the full set just as I went to grab the camera. My camera battery got exhausted. That was kind of rough. But essentially that's to show you how a set should feel. That's the first set, and that's the easiest set. Again, making it hard. The burn started around 15, 16. By that point, I kept the contraction going, smooth motion, up till 20. And then we did 10 pump reps, just keeping them fluid and consistent, right? And yeah, first set's the easiest. All of them are gonna be replicated. We got 3 more of those, just driving blood essentially into the quad, just trying to get that tear. Smaller muscles, you can usually use a lighter weight to grow it, consistently drive blood, but you have to push that pain barrier, which a lot of people can't do. If you can overcome it in your mind, you'll be able to. I take about 2-minute breathers in between, 3 on the high, like most of my exercises, depending if they're heavy compounds or not, you know, breaks change, and depending on the lifting style I'm doing. But right now, about 2 to 3 minute breaks. I'm not recording the rest. You see what I'm doing with the first. They just get harder from here. Weight stays the same. And yeah, last thing I want to say is don't bounce at the bottom of the motion. Try and keep it as consistent as possible. Slight, you know, half-second pause, give or take, and then drive into the contraction, control the eccentric, trying not to cheat as much as possible until you're fatigued or dying, right? Just pump out the rest. So I'll see you in the next slide though. I think we go into triceps next. Yeah. That finishes the legs. Those calf raises, deadly. Your first set, again, is the easiest. Keeping the same weight, keeping the same reps, keeping the same tempo, grinding out your next 3 sets. They should burn by 10, and you still gotta drive out 20 more. So now we're going on triceps. I got 2 exercises. My first, I like to start by driving blood, high reps, just like the calf raises, which we're gonna start with like a single arm pull down by using both arms. Each arm has its own cable, and then we go into a stretch/hard tear, which is probably one of my favorites. It's the decline overhead tricep press. So we'll be starting here. Essentially that's what the set should look like. Keeping them as isolated as possible until you can no longer keep them, you know, controlled. And you start to make them sloppier by moving that elbow and shoulder and kind of slightly swing into it just to get that contraction and drive out more reps. Again, almost taking that motion to failure. So we got 2 more of those. I'm not gonna be recording them all. And then I'll show you the last one, and probably no posing today. I'll maybe do that once a week from here, or unless I got someone recording. Or maybe, I don't know, we'll figure that out too, yeah. But about a 2-ish minute breather in between each of these. Then I'll get to the last one, and then I'll probably see you back in the car. Okay, going into my last exercise of the day. This is a decline overhead dumbbell tricep extension. The reason I'm using dumbbells per each hand, of course, is because I find if I use an easy bar or a straight bar, my stronger arm likes to take the motion, and I almost can't feel the contraction in my weaker side. So I'm almost doing that unilateral variation, but with a dumbbell so each arm can act on its own. I'm using the decline to add that stretch essentially into the tricep, which allows you to keep the upper hand or the elbow and arm over the head, which allows for more tricep activation. There's science based on, I think Jeff Nippard covers that, with like 65% more activation if your arm is above the head while performing tricep movements. And there was another point I was gonna say, but my mind kind of drifted. Overhead movements. Oh yeah, creating that angle behind your head. I learned this one from Athlete X. Instead of straight above you, creating that 90 degrees is gonna take tension out of the tendon in the elbow. We're all trying to somewhat do this for longevity, right? So if you can keep tension out of your tendons, that's probably a good thing. So I'm gonna show one of these, and I won't be showing the rest because you'll get the idea just from the first set. All right, just like all of our movements, we're trying to take that to failure or as close to failure as possible. And yeah, that's the last movement for the day. Again, I can't think right. There's no blood in my head after that set. Happens every time. But I'll see you back in the car.
All right, that is it for that one. That went really well. I think so. I feel good. Really good, actually. I'm happy with that one. Pushed hard. Quads were fired. Triceps dead. Calves destroyed. Can't go wrong. But I think that's my plan from now on. Like I said in the previous video, I'm going to try and perfect things as I go. It's going to be hit or miss. Some videos may be better than others, you know. It's the way it is, but I'm happy as long as I'm getting content out there. But I think I'm going to try and structure it where in the beginning of my videos I do my pre kind of thing. You know, see if I blast everywhere or not. Again, I don't know if that'll change if I change my pre-workout or not, but this one, I don't know what it is. Chokes me out almost every time. Ridiculous. But I'm going to try and start it with talking about something. Like I said, I already got a list. I got like 6 different points I want to talk about, but I'm going to do one at the beginning of every video, I'm thinking. And that'll hopefully keep the openings a little more interesting, grab people's attention. You know, eventually I got a lot of things I want to talk about and a lot of things I can disclose, and you know, you learn a little bit doing this. But again, that's one thing I do love about this is there's always something to learn from someone. Someone has a little tweak or a movement you've never seen before or something, right? And that's one thing I really do love about this. Everyone who's working out is working out to better themselves. But I'm on my way home. Beautiful day today. That sunny weather's finally kicking out. Don't know if we're gonna get more snow. We had snow like a day or two ago again, and now she's back to this. But I guess I'll call that it. Try and keep these a little more entertaining in the beginning, explaining my workouts and everything through like I've been doing. You know, and everything will hopefully all come together. I like my opening. I've gotten a little bit of feedback on my opening, which people seem to like it, which is cool. And I don't know if I need an ending, if the peace thing's good or not. I like it, hey. But you never know, right? Maybe I'll come up with something else, or maybe I'll just keep with that. But thanks for sticking around. Thanks if you watched the videos. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.